Hey everyone, it is Flynn Patrick once again, and in this video, we will be releasing the number 59 player in the NBA for 2017-2018. I am super excited to talk about this player. He's a big name, he's a former number 1 overall pick, and he is a really exciting player. Let's get right to it. The number 59 player in the NBA for 2017-2018 is going to be Andrew Wiggins of the Minnesota Timberwolves. This was an interesting season for Andrew Wiggins. Let's start with the good. He's a very durable player, and this really needs to be talked about more. In his 4 seasons in the NBA since 2014, he has only missed 1 game ever. That is super duper impressive. I mean, that is really incredible. I would say overall in Tom Thibodeau's system, he progressed as a defender and he made solid steps there. He averaged 18 points a game for a team that made the playoffs. Also had a very impressive 40-point game versus the LA Clippers in January. So I would say overall, as an individual player, Andrew Wiggins did make a tiny, and I really want to emphasize tiny because it wasn't that bad. I still have him as a top 60 player, but I would say he did make a tiny regression from the previous season. And I don't think this regression was due to a lack of talent even, just more so he went from being the primary or secondary scoring option to being mostly the third scoring option with Jimmy Butler coming into that Timberwolves system. And I think that Mr. Wiggins' uncomfortableness with this situation was showcased because when Jimmy Butler went out with that injury for a little bit near the end of the year, Andrew Wiggins looked a lot more comfortable. Just watching the games, he looked a lot more in a groove, being the primary scoring option. And overall, he was a lot more efficient when Jimmy Butler was not playing. And it's not anything to do with his attitude. He's a talented guy. I mean, he still made our top 60. I think now that the awkwardness of the change of role in that Timberwolves system has passed a little bit, I think he's going to be a lot more comfortable next year. And I think that as long as he stays healthy, which he has shown that he most likely will do, I think that he will continue to move up this list for the 2018 to 2019 season. And this is a really talented dude who will still only be 23 years old at the start of next season. He's missed like 0 time with injury over his career, which is really impressive. And he also does have a max contract, which he signed in an extension with Minnesota before this past season. And I wouldn't rule out Minnesota looking to trade him. I mean, it could happen, but I would say more than likely he remains in Minnesota. He is a valuable piece. He's a unique piece. And I think what would really take his game to the next level potentially is really improving the efficiency on his long range shot, which with his mechanics and his age, I absolutely think is possible. If he can get his 3-point percentage up from like 33% up into the 37, 38, 39% range on the same volume of shots, I think this is a potential top 30 to 35 player next year. Overall, congratulations to Andrew Wiggins for cracking our top 60 at number 59. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Flynn Patrick. We will be back with the number 58 player shortly.